Hey everybody, this is Ann Darda. I am a professional psychic and medieval literature professor in Western New York. I am talking about fairies versus ancestors today. Tonight I have my online fairy magic workshop, and this is something that we're going to be talking a lot about. We're going to do a deep dive into this tonight in this class. It's from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's $20 a person. If you do want to join, just let me know. I do have a couple spots left if you want to squeeze in. On Sunday is in Fairport, New York, is the Let's Rock Mental Health and Spiritual Development work psychic fair, and so you can always come and see me there. Okay, so there is a very long tradition of fairies, the belief in fairies, the belief in nature spirits, not necessarily the little babies with wings that the Victorians like to promote, but that are still very much ingrained in some cultures, such as the Irish culture. And Beltane, which is tomorrow, May 1st, neo-pagans associate fairies with Beltane and also with Midsummer. We'll be talking about that tonight. But Beltane and Samhain. So Beltane is May 1st and Samhain is October 31st / November 1st. So they're exactly 6 months apart from each other. And at these times, the veils are thinner, so that people can actually interact with, experience different supernatural experiences or paranormal activities. And so the Fae are focused more at Beltane, and so that's why I teach my fairy magic class during this time. Throughout Northern Europe, there are these different mounds that are associated with the Fae and with ancestors. So some of the different names for these, there are barrows, tumuli or cairns, as well as the mounds. They're associated with the Fae as well as with the ancestors because these were often burial sites from the Neolithic to the Bronze and Iron Age. So we're talking like 4,000 BCE. And these mounds were often landmarks and ancestral claims to land. So yes, there were human burial sites within these mounds, but there are also many stories about the Fae that are part of these mounds. Stories such as Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It has the Green Chapel in there, and it's basically a fairy mound. And a lot of the ancient cultures sort of bled together. Is it Fae? Is it ancestor spirits? And so what is it? Because, we like to make those distinctions in our modern society. We like to have definitions of everything. So these were seen not only as burial grounds, but as portals to the underworld or the other world. So that's why these mounds are so sacred, to where even today in Ireland, they reroute highways and roads if it looks like it's going to be going through a mound of some sort, because that's how sacred these spaces are. Sightings of the fairies and ancestors are very similar and often cannot be distinguished. People who work with the land, such as farmers, still have great respect and will not disturb these mounds for fear of, or just not wanting to disturb out of respect, whatnot. And then there's a lot of offerings that are left outside of these mounds as a way to appease the spirits or just keep them happy, stay on their good side. And the different countries, there's many different countries that have these mounds. England, Ireland, Italy, Norway, France, a lot of these different places have these. And so the big question that we're going to be talking about tonight is Is it the Fae or is it the ancestors? How can you tell? Why would that be, why would that even matter? Because some people it may not even matter. As long as you're being respectful to spirit, then you should be fine. And in ancient times, I don't know if they necessarily made those distinctions or if they necessarily wanted to split those hairs of fairy versus ancestor spirit, or even from deity, so that they sort of like all mushed together sometimes, and that wasn't a problem, as long as you showed respect. And there were also a lot of sacred trees around these different mounds that were associated with the Fae, such as the hawthorn tree, the ash tree, and the yew tree. And I did a video last year about this time about the fairy magic, that you are welcome to go back and look at. I just wanted to specifically focus on these fairy / ancestor mounds, and that we're going to be discussing a lot of these things tonight in my class. So what do you think? Is it fairies? Is it ancestors? Does it matter? Put your comments down at the bottom, all right? And also, please like my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I do appreciate you doing these things, and it just helps me to continue on with doing these free once a week videos about these different topics. So I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and happy blessed Beltane, and I will see you all next week. All right, bye-bye.